Ashley's Orange event is happening for 3 days only. Friday through Sunday only. Save 30% off store-wide. Plus, shop hot deals starting at $1.99. Don't miss it. Friday through Sunday only at Ashley.
Academy Sports and Outdoors is the home for all your baseball and softball needs. With the top brands in gloves, including Rawlings and Wilson, and the best bats in the game, from Louisville Slugger, Marucci, and more. We've got what you need in here to have fun out there. It's time to get back on the field and kickstart your best season yet. All your gear is at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Ashley's Orange event is happening for 3 days only. Friday through Sunday only. Save 30% off store-wide. Plus, shop hot deals starting at $1.99. Don't miss it. Friday through Sunday only at Ashley.
Your place for Kentucky sports coverage. Weeknights with Jeff Pecoro.
Coming up, a beloved piece of artwork lost in the eastern Kentucky flooding is remade. Plus, a Lexington tradition returned today for the first time in 4 years.
Well, it's been a calm but chilly Saturday across central and eastern Kentucky, but I'm tracking an active pattern that kicks off over the night in the form of rain and snow. More details coming up in your Storm Team forecast.
ABC 36 News, Weekend Edition, starts now.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Caitlin Shive. It's been nearly 8 months since historic flooding swept through eastern Kentucky, affecting families, businesses, and communities. Among those affected is a Whitesburg cultural nonprofit called Apple Shop, which lost decades worth of archives and history. In the midst of that tragedy, though, today the organization received a glimpse of hope. ABC 36's Justin Walker has more in our top story at 6:30.
Pulling back the curtain, Alltech Arena was filled with emotion. The sounds of clapping and cheering echoed as Scott County artist Dan Neal Barnes revealed a piece of hope for the Whitesburg community. A piece of art, the original, lost in the historic eastern Kentucky flooding.
On the morning of July 28th, we woke up, or some of us had been up all night. We were trying to find our employees all across the region. Many of us, myself included, had been flooded personally.
Johnson says what happened next was surreal.
And then the pictures started coming in of Apple Shop under 6 feet of water.
Apple Shop, an arts organization that has hosted art archives, pictures, film producers, and other historic work for more than 50 years, had flooded. Many items lost, including the original sun quilt.
I often say, like, when people think of Appalachia, they think of it in black and white, but here was like a colorful piece that represented our traditions. And you know, you would get on social media and see pictures of kids posing in front of it and families posing in front of it, and it just meant so much.
After hearing of the tragedy, Barnes thought about what he could do as the original creator of the sun quilt.
There was only one thing left for me to do, and that was to replace it.
So Barnes got to work.
Started making the glass work. Each panel takes at least 24 hours to fire in a kiln, but all the glass had to be cut up, layered up, and prepared for that.
All leading to a surprise reveal Saturday.
This can be a beacon of light.
And having a piece to, like, come back to us and come back to life sort of breathes new life into where we're going next.
In Lexington, Justin Walker, ABC 36 News.
The family of a former ABC 36 chief meteorologist who was killed in a helicopter crash last year in North Carolina has filed a wrongful death lawsuit. As the Richmond Times-Dispatch reports, Jason Myers' widow is suing a maintenance facility and the companies that owned and operated the helicopter. The report says the lawsuit alleges negligence and claims the helicopter was running on contaminated fuel, which could lead to engine failure. Myers and pilot Chip Taeg were killed in November when their helicopter crashed while the two were on assignment for WTVQ in Charlotte. Myers worked for ABC 36 here in Lexington from 2013 until 2019. Two people accused of using stolen checks and credit cards are now facing charges in Lexington. Police say 28-year-old Willie Johnson and 19-year-old Tay Janae Bailey were arrested Thursday during a traffic stop on Reading Road. Investigators say the car they were in matched the description of a vehicle used to commit bank fraud with forged or stolen checks and IDs earlier this week. Police say they found a large luggage bag in the truck with 18 state-issued ID cards, 6 checks or checkbooks, and 27 credit cards that did not belong to the pair. The two are now charged with trafficking in stolen identities.
Well, happy Saturday evening, everyone. Meteorologist Jordan Smith here. What has been a very chilly day across central and eastern Kentucky, but at least we've had a little bit in the way of sunshine to help boost those spirits. Still, we're sitting at 45 here in Lexington, 43 down in Richmond. Hold on to some upper 40s down south, 48 Somerset, and 48 over there in London. Max HD radar and satellite. Try to show a little bit of light shower there in Somerset. That's likely not reaching the ground because we have a little bit of dry air in place. What is likely reaching the ground is this rain here coming out of southern Illinois, pushing into the Louisville metro. That will begin to push into our area for the overnight. You can see the next 36 hours. Temperatures will drop through the 40s and even upper 30s with some rain and even snow beginning to move in by tomorrow. We stay highs into the low 40s tomorrow with rain showers around for an ugly day. But coming up in full weather, I'll show you who has the chance for some rain and snow tonight. It's for our northern communities, and then a wet Sunday all before another system we're watching for rain and snow for the end of next week. We'll have much more coming up in your Storm Team forecast.
High schoolers from around the state got the chance to pick out free prom dresses, all thanks to The Nest. The nonprofit held their annual Bippity Boppity Boutique dress giveaway today at the Calvary Baptist Church. Each guest got to try on dresses and select the gown of their choosing. There were also shoes, jewelry, and accessories. Organizers say the dresses are collected throughout the year, and the goal is to give each team the royal treatment as they gear up for a one-of-a-kind prom night they won't forget.
First and foremost, it's an empowering event. It gives the young ladies control over some little slice of their life. If this is a way that we can alleviate some little stress from the parents by offering them a prom dress, we're happy to be able to do it.
The Nest has put on the event for about 10 years. A Lexington tradition returned today for the first time in 4 years with the annual St. Patrick's Day Parade and Festival. The festival kicked off with a blessing of the keg this morning. The event had it all, including Irish dancers and bands, vendors, booths, crafts, and food. The parade also returned to downtown, featuring about 60 units, including pipe bands, the March Madness marching band, dancers, and floats. Organizers say the event is a good way to honor Irish heritage and bring the community out to celebrate.
To celebrate being Irish. There's so many Irish in Kentucky throughout the country, and it's just wonderful to be able to come out and celebrate our heritage, and everybody's in a good mood.
Lexington's Irish community is really just such a vital part of who we are. Whether your Irish heritage goes back generations, like mine, 5 generations here in Lexington, or you've emigrated here from Ireland. We've got a lot of native Irish here working in the horse community.
The event celebrated its 41st year after missing the past 3 years due to the pandemic and bad weather. Still to come, we have a preview of the Oscars airing here on ABC 36 tomorrow night. Plus, we have the details on the second biggest bank failure in U.S. history. Stay with us.
Well, after a chilly Saturday, we're tracking some overnight rain and possible snow before that turns into a wet Sunday for all of central and eastern Kentucky. Another system follows that up by the end of the week as our active pattern continues. Much more coming up after the break. Stay with us.
When it feels good, waking up, and you got more than coffee filling up your cup. Great way to wake up. I like it, gonna be another great day to wake up. I'm up and wide awake. It's a great way to wake up, and I like it. It's a great way to wake up, and I like it. It's a great way to wake up.
Hi, Hi, this is Todd with Haas & Haas Properties, and we buy houses for cash. If you own a house and want to sell it fast at a fair price, call us at 859-888-2200. We can pay cash and close in as little as 10 days. We buy houses in any condition and any price range in Fayette and surrounding counties. If you own property and want to sell it fast, call us today at 859-888-2200. That's 859-888-2200.
ABC 36 News with Erica Vivens. Weeknights on ABC 36.
At Rally's, I'm in the driver's seat. Give me that $5 meal deal with a Rally burger. Nah, a mushroom Swiss burger. Plus fries, chicken bites, and a drink for just $5. Or why not go big? I want a fried mushroom Buford. Whatever you order, own it at Rally's.
For a limited time only at Johnny Carino's, enjoy our 5 for $15.99 ribeye steak and lasagna meal deal. Juicy, char-grilled ribeye steak, fresh-baked lasagna, choice of your favorite sauce, bottomless salad, our Italian nachos appetizer, and our fresh-baked bread for only $15.99 at Johnny Carino's.
Famous Dave's Barbecue, now open for to-go. Enjoy a $5 brisket sandwich piled high with smoky Texas beef brisket. Order now at famousdaves.com.
And welcome back in here. Here's a live look here in Lexington. Thanks to our Bluegrass Pace Care Skyview HD camera network overlooking the Kentucky Horse Park on what has been a good-looking Saturday. But as far as feeling, you've definitely felt a chill in the air as high temperatures today have stayed into the 40s. We're still sitting at 45 degrees here in Lexington, but with a little bit of a wind coming out of the east, the feels like is a little bit cooler than that, sitting at 40 degrees. So you'll definitely want to need those jackets if you have any Saturday evening plans out on the town. Air temperatures area-wide, still 45 here in Lexington, 43 down in Richmond. Right now, Moorhead is the cold spot sitting there at 41 and 44 there in Eastern Kentucky and Jackson. Temperatures across the board, you can see 40s and 50s are common region-wide, and then get into some colder air up there in Columbus and Charleston, where they're closer to that area of low pressure. You can see that current surface here, which is providing some good amount of rain, even some thunderstorms down in Tennessee, a snowstorm on the northern edge of that, and we're kind of sandwiched in between, and all this will be beginning to make its way here in central and eastern Kentucky for the overnight, and that's going to allow for some rain and even that 4-letter S word, snow. I know we haven't had that a lot lately, but it's on the way for the 7-day forecast multiple times. Here we get to 11 o'clock tonight, some just general showers as temperatures stay into the 40s, maybe a couple of heavier downpours there under those yellow or orange coated areas. You can see as we get off deeper into the overnight, look at this. Here north and northeast of Lexington here 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, that could be a band of snow setting up there. And you can see it continues right on through daybreak on Sunday as most everyone else is staying just plain rain. So as we go throughout the afternoon, all areas will transition over to rain, even up there up north, as temperatures stay into the 40s. And then as we go into tomorrow night and into Monday morning, watch the returns coming here out of Indiana and Illinois. That will be in the way of snow showers and snow flurries into the morning there on Monday as temperatures take a nosedive and highs on Monday stay into the mid to upper 30s. Now, as far as the best chance for a little bit of light snow this morning, this area into the darker blue, that's pretty much anywhere along Interstate 64 and north. That is the area that I've highlighted to maybe even put a little bit of slush on the ground or the rooftops into the overnight. Areas along Lexington into Eastern Kentucky have a smaller chance, but I think it's mainly north of Lexington that could be on guard for some light accumulations overnight. That's where the National Weather Service has put out a winter weather advisories for extreme northern counties there in Grant, Pendleton, Bracken, and Mason counties. So that runs through tomorrow morning as that area of low pressure continues to kick and may produce some light snow underneath it into the overnight. Now into midweek, we start to see here by Friday some rain beginning to go up, but look on the back edge of it. We're already starting to turn that over to a little bit of snow. That could continue into Friday night and into Saturday with snow showers and flurries carrying us into the day on Saturday. So we'll have to see how that system continues to show up on the models. We're several days out from that. Just know at this time we could be looking at potentially rain and snow to end the the week here of the week coming up. Here's the forecast tonight. Again, that rain and snow in central and north, rain further south, temperatures into the mid-30s. Tomorrow on our Sunday, low to mid-40s with rain showers around, and overall just a very chilly and ugly day. 7-day forecast will show that we're starting the 7-day with some rain and snow. We'll catch a break into midweek before we end the 7-day with more rain and snow by Friday and Saturday. Stay with us. We'll be much more after the break.
Hey everybody, Joe with Kirsten from West Shore Home, and today we're going to find out how West Shore is making shower and bath remodeling more affordable than ever. Kirsten, how are you doing that?
So Joe, instead of me telling you, why don't I show you? This homeowner was having some problems with their old shower. They gave us a call, so we stopped out, completely removed their old bathtub, and replaced it with a walk-in shower in just one day. The best part? We can do a job like this for as low as $99 a month. And here's one more. We started in the morning, and by dinner time, this homeowner had a beautiful new shower installed. And again, they were able to work this project into their budget with easy, low monthly payments.
And those low monthly payments really make starting that project so much easier. Kirsten, thanks so much. Folks, call the number on your screen right now to start your project. And when you do, take advantage of this great offer. Call in now to get your new shower for as little as $99 a month. On top of that, they're doing free installation on all shower and bath projects. Call the experts at West Shore Home now.
Watch Tuesday Trivia on Good Morning Kentucky with Lee Cruz and Haley Harmon every week on ABC 36.
Coal powers Kentucky. But coal-fired power plants are being shut down by Joe Biden, and politicians like Daniel Cameron are doing nothing to stop it.
I'm supporting Kelly Craft because she stands with Kentucky Coal.
That powers my small business.
She will fight to keep my energy bills down.
The conservative leader on energy, she'll fight for us.
From down here
to up here
and across Kentucky.
I'm standing
with
Kelly Craft.
You're watching ABC 36 News, Weekend Edition.
In national news, the FDIC took control of Silicon Valley Bank on Friday. The agency says regulators will work over the weekend to make sure that insured depositors will get up to $250,000 of their money on Monday when the bank reopens. This is the second largest bank collapse since Washington Mutual in 2008. Here's Jacqueline Lee with the details.
Silicon Valley Bank, the nation's 16th largest bank, was shut down by the FDIC on Friday after depositors hurried to withdraw money amid concerns over the bank's health.
All our money is in the bank. I don't know how we're going to do our payroll.
Not well known outside Silicon Valley, the bank's customers are largely in the tech and venture capital space, with branches in California and Massachusetts. The bank did business with companies like Shopify, ZipRecruiter, and Pinterest. In an SEC filing, streaming provider Roku said it had $487 million, or 26% of its cash reserves with the bank. The company saying their deposits were largely uninsured. Adrian Mendoza runs a venture capital firm in Boston.
Dollars were being pulled faster than the bank actually had.
According to the FDIC, Silicon Valley Bank had approximately $209 billion in assets and $175 billion in deposits at the end of last year. The bank's collapse rattled financial markets, the Dow Jones finishing the week down more than 300 points.
When banks experience financial losses, it is and should be a matter of concern.
The FDIC, along with the Treasury Department, say they have a process to deal with bank failures like this, insisting the banking system has been shored up since the financial crisis 15 years ago.
They have very good risk management since the financial crisis because of changes brought after the crisis. So I think the banking system is probably as strong as it's ever been.
And it's important to know the FDIC is insured up to $250,000 per depositor. The FDIC announcing all insured depositors will receive their money no later than Monday. Jacqueline Lee, ABC News, New York.
We're learning about another case of Americans now missing in Mexico. Authorities say 3 women living in Texas crossed into Mexico on February 24th to sell clothes at a flea market. Family members say they have not heard from them since, and they're concerned about their safety. State police and the FBI are now investigating. The disappearance of these women comes just days after members of a Mexican cartel allegedly kidnapped 4 Americans and killed 2 of their captives. Parts of northern and central California, already battered by forceful flooding, can expect more of the same over this weekend. Take a look at this. Rushing floodwaters through neighborhoods, washing out, and in some cases, splitting open roads. The Weather Prediction Center says up to another 3 inches of rain in the mountains is likely and means flooding will continue for many communities. There are roughly 15 million California residents under flood watches as of this morning. There are at least 2 deaths attributed to the weather. In your entertainment news now, Hollywood's biggest night is now just over 24 hours away. The Oscars will be broadcasted live right here on ABC 36 tomorrow evening from the Dolby Theater in Los Angeles. Rena Roy has more on the final preparations taking place for the big show and what we can expect to see this year.
The clock is counting down to Hollywood's biggest night. The 95th Academy Awards will be full of firsts, a record number of Asian American nominees, 4 in the major acting categories, and 16 of the 20 acting nominees are up for their first awards.
The acting this year was really phenomenal. I mean, these categories are going to be really tough to call in terms of who is going to win and take home that golden statue.
Breakout Elvis star Austin Butler could be taking home that iconic statue for Best Actor up against Colin Farrell, Bill Nye, Brendan Fraser, and Paul Mescal.
I am paying attention.
Also a favorite, Michelle Yeoh up for Best Actress for her role in hit movie Everything Everywhere All at Once. The film is nominated for 11 awards, including Best Picture. It's up against 9 other movies in that category, including Avatar, The Way of Water, Elvis, and All Quiet on the Western Front.
If there's any film that has a path to upsetting Everywhere All at Once, it's probably All Quiet on the Western Front. Why? Because it plays to kind of an old school demographic.
I won't be a good mom again. Also up for Best Actress, newcomer Andrea Riseborough, whose controversial nomination for To Leslie followed a grassroots lobbying campaign by a long line of Hollywood A-listers.
I don't think anyone should ever apologize for getting nominated for an Oscar, but the process made people kind of think about it and led the Academy to have kind of a conversation about it.
The Academy also undoubtedly having conversations about last year's stunning moment when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock on stage, this time creating a crisis team to handle any potential mishaps. This year's host Jimmy Kimmel already joking about it.
Because I can't get slapped, I cry a lot.
Rena Roy, ABC News, Hollywood.
Get a career in less than a year. The College for Technical Education provides training in cosmetology, esthetician, and nail technician at our Nicholasville and Winchester locations. Apply now at cte.edu or call 859-272-5225.
Watch me. Watch me grapple, move, and pin. When I hit the mat, don't underestimate the grin. I've got state championships and medals to show. But it's about more than just winning. This you should know. Overcoming odds through therapy and care. The road was long. Now opponents beware. Watch me. Game-changing sports medicine at Shriners Children's. The most amazing care anywhere.
For top-of-the-line auto care, for your exotic and vintage vehicles, you need Stugart Motors. The Stugart family has been Lexington's #1 exotic car repair facility for over 45 years, and we're not stopping anytime soon. Come see Chris at Broadway or Sean at West Main for specialized and dedicated automotive experience. We believe high-quality cars deserve high-quality care. Get that care at Stugart Motors. 859-255-7424.
Get a career in less than a year. The College for Technical Education in Lexington offers training in these in-demand medical fields: medical assistant and medical massage therapy. Online, evening, and weekend options available. Apply now at cte.edu.
You're invited to come be our guest this Sunday at Southland. For service times and campus locations, head over to our website at southland.church.
Kentucky makes an early exit out the SEC tournament after losing to Vanderbilt in Nashville in the quarterfinals. And for the first time since 2007, the Cats lose to Vandy twice in the same season. Now, Friday night's L to the Commodores was Kentucky's second loss to them in 9 days. Now, UK fans, just sit back and wait to see where the Cats will be seated for the NCAA tournament. Maybe the Cats can work the early exit to their advantage and get healthy so that they can right some wrongs in the big dance.
Do what the team needs you to do. And when we play that way, we're as good as anybody in the country. And when we start thinking too much, or I miss a shot or I miss a free throw, now I struggle playing. We got to get through that. But we've shown who we are. Now, we can beat anybody. And I hate to tell you, we could get beat by anybody, too, if we're not fighting and playing desperate, playing like we were saying. Refuse to lose. Just do what you got to do.
I have faith in my teammates and everything. This will give us more chance to be ready and be prepared.
It's all in the making. We definitely, going to fight in the NCAA tournament. And, I got faith in my team, like Oscar said. So, just being able just to go back to the drawing board.
And in the high school ranks, the girls' Sweet 16, we get closer and closer to crowning a champion as we tip off the Final Four. Two of the top programs in the state facing off in this matchup, with GRC going up against Sacred Heart. Third quarter, the Lady Cards on the break, one Buyer to another. Sierra Byers finds her sister Brianna Byers for the bucket off the glass and ties up the ball game. But later, Sacred Heart, they turn up the heat on defense. Reagan Bender gets the steal. Then she gets the left-hand layup off the glass. Nice finish. And Sacred Heart leads by 4. Jump to the fourth quarter. Back-and-forth ball game. Brianna Byers' pro hop and the finish off the glass makes it a 3-point ball game. Then Sacred Heart comes right back. Angelina Paleo, nice dime to a back-cutting Bender. Gets the bucket off the glass to go. Then around 2 minutes left in the ball game, Bender gets free and cashes out the 3-ball, knocks it down for Sacred Heart. GRC's incredible season comes to an end in the Final Four. Final score, Sacred Heart 57, GRC 53.
To these young ladies, for advancing to the Final Four, tremendous season. They've had a tremendous season. We've played a really tough schedule, played teams from out of state. We've played some of the best teams in state. And I'm extremely, extremely proud of these young ladies, because for 32 minutes, they went out there and laid it on the line and just fell a little short, a play here and a play there.
If you know anything about Coach Graham, his team will be hungry and bounce back next season. That wraps things up for sports. I'm Chris Bolton.
Bet you never had it like this with a Mississippi twist. New to the bluegrass, Tossin' the Sauce is in the business of providing quality food fast. With over 24 flavors to choose from, loaded fries, fried fish, and delicious punches, Tossin' the Sauce is your one-stop shop with a little something for everyone. This family-owned and operated restaurant is offering tailgate packages for your sporting event. Tossin' the Sauce is ready to bring the Mississippi twist to you. See what everyone is raving about. Come and get your wings on Richmond Road at Tossin' the Sauce.
We buy any car. We buy any car. We buy any car. Any. Did you know trading in your car at a dealer could cost you money? A recent study found consumers who trade in their car pay an average of $990 more. So don't trade in. Sell it to We Buy Any Car. Learn more and get your free online valuation now at WeBuyAnyCar.com. Find out how much your car's worth at We Buy Any Car.
Looking for a little shimmy or the full groove, these new scratch-offs from the Kentucky Lottery will get you moving.
Hi, this is Todd with Haas & Haas Properties, and we buy houses for cash. If you own a house and want to sell it fast at a fair price, call us at 859-888-2200. We can pay cash and close in as little as 10 days. We buy houses in any condition and any price range in Fayette and surrounding counties. If you own property and want to sell it fast, call us today at 859-888-2200. That's 859-888-2200.
Here's a look at your Kentucky Lottery scratcher forecast, which shows a much cooler pattern setting up with rain and snow chances the next couple of days. Caitlin?
Thanks, Jordan. Well, that's about all the time we have left. Thanks for joining us, but stick around. We're back here at 11.
It's time to replace your old tub with a new shower. But you don't want the hassle or the worry of getting it finished. You just want to pick a style and relax, knowing that it'll be wonderful when it's done. Is that too much to ask? No, actually it's not. Rebath, from start to stunning. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,500 off your complete bathroom remodel.
I'm Abby Horn, Community Liaison for Kenwood and Madison Health and Rehabilitation. And we are so excited to say welcome back to our friends and families. We love welcoming new seniors to our homes and employees to our work family. We are also looking for medical professionals to join our team. Drop by Kenwood or Madison Health and Rehab today for information regarding open positions. Check us out online at kenwoodhealthandrehabilitation.com or madisonhealthcenter.com or find us on Facebook.
I have previously represented some of the nation's largest insurance companies and trucking companies. In June of 2022, we obtained a jury verdict of over $3 million in a medical malpractice case. We did the same thing in July of 2022. We handled the largest medical malpractice, nursing home, and trucking claims, as well as the smallest motor vehicle accidents. We believe you should choose your attorney based upon trial experience and jury verdict results in the state of Kentucky. Call Golden Law Office today.
Good afternoon, Kentucky. Your only local news at 3 p.m. Weekdays on ABC 36. The following program has been paid for by the advertiser whose products, services, or ideas are featured, and any views or opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of station management or employees.